Hi, I'm Sam and I am from Little Bug Creations and I'm a crochet designer. Crochet for me was finding something to do for myself, and it didn't actually start with crochet. It started with crafting, actually felting first, and I did it because I was very aware of suffering with postnatal depression with our first child, and I found it a very lonely environment and didn't have anything for myself. There would be days, weeks where I wouldn't even leave the house, and I had no motivation to. So third time round, I found it very important to have something to fall back on for myself, to retreat when the baby has a nap, when my husband was working late. It was something for me, and to watch that develop and grow and go, I did that, was huge for me. I think when you sit back and look at things that you have made, whether it's good or not, it's something you can sit back and say, I did that on my own. And my husband would come home and I'd be like, look what I've done. Whereas before, after having my first son, I didn't feel like I'd achieved anything in the day. Haven't attempted to wash myself today, I haven't left the house today. Whereas with crafting and crochet and knitting, I was like, look what I've done. And that adrenaline pushed me on to wanting to do it more and more. And that's where it all started, and it hasn't stopped. Looking back now, I never thought ever in a billion years that I would be in this position now to say that I'm actually a crochet designer, fully published, and for what started as a hobby on the side to keep my brain busy and to keep my endorphins high, become something I madly fell in love with. And my family and friends went through it with me, and they saw it develop and saw it being a hobby. And to now see that my name is published in magazines, online, in a just now published first book, to me is just, I don't know how I got here, but it's been an incredible journey so far, and something I never pushed too hard to get, but worked really hard for. In the end, it's become a career for me. When I started, obviously, there was no real goal, just something self for me in my mind. Now, I'm chasing the dream, and all I would love is a fully published book. So I know in my mind how it's going to look. I've got sketches everywhere, so it will be like I'm sat with you in that room, beginner, never done it before, or advanced. It will be like a journal where you can note down where you are, you can fold the pages. It's not meant to be a pristine book, it's meant to be a book that you can grow with, and that's the ultimate dream at the end of the day. I could happily put my hook down now and say that I'm really happy with where I've come to, and it's not greed, it's not wanting more, it's pushing myself to see what I can do. And the community in craft is incredible. The people I've met, the friendships I have, blow me away. And I want to give something back and have something on people's shelves that they can refer back to whenever they need it. That's my ultimate dream. I don't think enough people realise how much a craft or a hobby can do for you, like how well it can do for your mental health. I never thought that at the time when I picked up the crochet, I never thought that I was actually doing it for my mental health. I just thought, I need to do something. And some people exercise, some people go to groups. For me, it was hands-on. I'm a hands-on person, and I highly recommend, if you've never tried it, don't be put off thinking that it's too complicated or it's not something that you could do, because I couldn't crochet for about 6 months, couldn't even do a stitch. So it was practice, and it's changed my entire mental well-being. And I actually find when I am not crafting, I instantly fall back into a slump and lazy fatigue. So for me, 100%, crafting is just a great way of expressing yourself as well. You can express yourself in your art, whatever your art may be.